Good day, everybody. My name is Jan Kaasi, and I'm here to present our report, Statistical Tools and Analysis of Assessment Data. Measure of variation. In the previous section, we have discussed measure of central tendency to describe the distribution of scores. However, the measure of central tendency does not uniquely describe a distribution, most especially if we want to know how close or how far is the distance of the score of student in a certain test from the average performance of the group. It is it is in this line that we make use the measure of variation. Is a single value that is used to describe the spread of the score in the distribution. The term variation is also known as variability or dispersion. There are several ways of describing the variation of scores: absolute measures of variation, and relative measures of variation. Measurements of variation describe how spread out or scattered value in the data set are. It shows how much the data value differ from each other and from the average or yung tinatawag nating mean. So we have types of absolute measurements of variation. Number one, we have a range. Range is the difference between the highest score and the lowest score. In the distribution, range is the simplest and the crudest measure of variation. Simplest because we shall only consider the highest and the lowest score. So we have range of ungrouped data. Yung R dyan is one range value. HS is highest score and yung LS is lowest score. Nakikita nyo naman dyan yung Group A and Group B. So, find the range of the two groups of the score. So, meron tayong two groups. In the Group A, the highest score is 35 and the lowest score is 10. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is highest minus lowest equals, yun nga yung 25 dyan, yung sa Group A. And then sa Group B, the highest score is 30 and the lowest score is 15. So, highest minus lowest is 15. So, yun yung um, range of ungrouped data natin. So, ang analysis natin is the range of Group A is 25 is greater than the range of the Group B equals 15. The implication of this is that the score in the Group A are more spread out than the score in the Group B, or the score in the Group B are less scattered than the score in the Group A. So, sabi naman tayo which is range of group data. R range value, SH, S, HSUB upper boundary of the highest score, LSLB lower boundary of the lowest score. So, ang gagawin natin dyan is R equals HS minus LS. So, sabi naman tayo which is yung group data, yung LL na nakalagay dyan is yun yung lower limit and then yung LS is yun yung lower class. So, lower limit of the lower class is 25. So, yung LSLB equals to 24.5 and then yung HL of the HS is 97. So, HSUB natin is 97.5 and then yung range is equal to, yun yung sinasabi natin kanina which is yung HSUB minus LSLB. Yung R equals to 97 yung 0.5 minus 24.5. So, yung range natin dyan for group data is 73. Nagigets po ba? Properties of range. Number 1 is it is quick and easy to understand. Number 2, it is raw estimated of values. Number 3, it is easily affected by the extreme score. So here are the interpretation of the range value. When the range value is large, the score in the distribution are more dispersed. While pairs are heterogeneous. On the other hand, when the range value is small, the score in the distribution are less dispersed, less scattered, or homogeneous. So, dito naman tayo sa interquartile range or yung IQR or end quartile division which is yung QD. Interquartile range is the difference between the third quartile and the first quartile. IQR equivalent to Q minus Q. So, the interquartile range is a way to measure how spread out the middle half of a set of a number is. So, I have an example. This. So let's say we have this set of number 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18, and 20. So, may 5 step tayo dyan. Number 1, order the number. So, naka-order na yan. Nakaayos na yung binigay kong example dyan. Number 2, find the median. The middle number is 12. So, andyan naman yung middle number natin is 12. So, yung Q2 natin dyan is equals to 12. And then, the step 3 is find the lower half. Yung lower half is yun yung number before the 12. So, ang number before the 12 is 5, 7, 8, and 10. Median of this is part is 7 plus 8. Yung median daw niya is yung part ng 7 plus 8. So, 7 plus 8 divided by 2, 7.5. So, yung Q1 natin dyan is 7.5. And then, yung step 4 natin is find the upper half number after 12, which is yung 13, 15, 18, and 20. Yung median naman niya dyan, median of this part is the 15 plus 18. Yung nasa gitna ng 13 plus 20. 15 plus 18 divided by 2 equals to 6.5. So, yung Q3 natin dyan is 16.5. 16.5 siya, guys. And then, yung step 5 natin dyan is yung calculate IQR. IQR natin, which is yung Q3 natin minus Q1 equals, yung Q3 natin is 16.5, diba? Ma-minus natin siya sa 7.5 equals 9. So, the interquartile range is 9, which tells us the middle or yung 50% of the number are spread across 9 units. Properties of interquartile range. Number 1, reduce the influence of extreme values. Number 2, not as easy to calculate as the range. Number 3, only consider the middle 50% of the scores in the distribution. Number 4, the point is dispersion in the median value. Quartile division indicates the distance we need to go above in value the median to include the middle 50% of the score. It based on the range of the middle 50% of the score instead of the range of the entire set. The formula in computing the value of the quartile division is yun yung nakikita nyo dyan yung sa picture. And number 2, where QD is the quartile division value, Q1 is the value of the first quartile, and Q3 is the value of the third quartile. Step in solving quartile division. Number 1, solve the value of Q1. Number 2, solve the value of Q3. 3, solve the value of QD using the formula. Quartile division of ungroup data, where QD is the quartile division value, Q1 is the value of the first quartile, and Q3 is the value of the third quartile. Step in solving quartile division. Number 1, solve the value of Q1. 2, solve the value of Q3. 3, solve the value of QD using the formula QD minus equals to Q3 minus Q1 over 2. So guys, hindi na ako mag-example dyan kasi same lang naman sila dun sa interquartile range. So, ang pinagkaiba lang nila dyan, yung quartile division is the same with the interquartile division. Ang pinagkaiba nila is yung sagot, which is yung di ba yung kanina dun sa interquartile range natin, which is yung 16.5 minus 7.5 equals 9. Sa quartile division naman is i-divide natin siya sa 2, which is yung sagot natin kanina sa interquartile range is 9 divided by 2 equals 4.5. Yun lang din yung sa quartile division, guys. Hindi naman sila pinagkaiba. Ang pinagkaiba lang talaga nila is yung i-divide mo yung sagot sa 2. Interpretation of IQR and QD. The larger the value of IQR and or QD are more disparate the score at the middle 50% of the distribution. On the other hand, if the IQR or QD is small, the score are less dispersed at the middle 50% of distribution, the point of dispersion in the median value. Analysis of interquartile range and quartile division. When the value of IQR and QD is small, the score cluster within the mid-die 50% of the score distribution. On the other hand, the score are dispersed in the middle 50 of the distribution when the value of IQR and QD. To determine which group of distribution is more clustered or dispersed, you should compare it with another group of distribution since there is no standard value of a small or large value of IQR and QD.